So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Matt Breida, 66 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check, rock it, X3, 218, chop it. Check 99. Now.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Young and T.O. hook up on a big one. 55 yards. You know, the defense really was pretty good on that play. I guess that was just good offense beating good defense.
And you know I hate to admit that.
I know you do.
Absolutely hate to admit that, but you're exactly right. Good offense beat good defense and won that play.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Another carry now for Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
Ready? 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Young will set to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. from 3 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The third down throw incomplete by Steve Young. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Young. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the eye in.
And Logo. General West. Guard.
Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they go jet sweep. It's Owens with it. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Hey, Haywood!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Young, wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. On 2nd and 7, Young. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready, 30 base.
15, check back 15. I got one. Hey, watch it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This will be caught just inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.